Welcome back to a holiday segment of Behind the Scenes of the Waltons. If you're enjoying these, please do hit like and subscribe. I'm going to do a little something different today in the kitchen because I was inspired by the fact that I'm going to be attending some holiday parties and everybody's asked to bring something. Of course, one can always go to the grocery store and just pick up a bag of cookies or a plate of fruit or something like that. But I sort of wanted to do something more personal. So I was looking through different recipes, and one of the things I came across is it's a Mediterranean lentil salad. And it's something that my husband first came across and made at a number of our holiday gatherings, and everybody, including me, really loved it. So I thought, usually he makes it, but I thought I would give it a shot and make it myself this time. So here we go. To start with, you cook just a regular bag of lentils. So I have already done that, and I have the bowl of cooked lentils right here. So I have set those aside because they were hot and I was letting them cool. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we add onion and pressed garlic. So about a pound of lentils, it is going to be about 5 or 6 tablespoons of chopped onion and about 2 to 3 cloves of pressed garlic. And then it says you should set it aside for about 5 minutes to let those flavors sort of steep. And my kitchen smells like onion and garlic. So if I start crying, don't take it personal. The next piece of this is that I have about 9 ounces of roasted red peppers that I'm going to cut up. So that's the next thing that we're going to add to the recipe. So here I am just chopping these into rather small bite-sized pieces. So however big or small, there's nothing specific about it. Just whatever makes you happy. Okay, I am adding the red peppers and also the garlic and onion. Next thing is about a cup of basil. So I'm just going to chop this up nice and small. A lot of these you'll find how much you like to your own taste, but so start easy, taste it. You can always add more. And then we're going to add this also right into the mix. Next, we have a cup of chopped walnuts, which of course you can leave out if anybody has allergies, but I'm going to put them in and just let people know. Now we're into another section of to taste. We're going to add balsamic vinegar, and sometimes I find a little goes a long way. This says for the original one about 3 tablespoons, so I'm going to put a couple in because you can always add more. Then we're going to add some olive oil, 4 on the olive oil. And then we're also going to add lemon juice. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Next is salt and cracked pepper to taste. So I'll add some. And these I will check once it's marinated for a while. It does say to marinate it for an hour. The last ingredient is a bunch of young dandelions or arugula chopped up. So I have done that, and I am just going to add the arugula, do a final mix up of the ingredients, and then I am going to let it marinate. As I have been letting the lentil salad marinate and cleaning up my kitchen, I thought I would go ahead and share another simple recipe. For those of you who maybe have a bit of a sweet tooth, I thought we'd do something else fun, which is an apples with a cinnamon cider dip. So for this, we have a small saucepan where we are going to combine 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1.25 cups of either apple cider or apple juice, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and then 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm thinking the cinnamon's the important part since it is cinnamon cider dip. and then a dash of ground cloves and a dash of ground allspice. All right, so we've got those together. Cook and stir until thickened and bubbly. All right, so we're just going to put the fire on them, and we are going to stir and cook until it is bubbly. See you in a couple minutes. One of the other ingredients that is meant to go in here is 3 tablespoons of honey. So I'm just adding this in now, and we will continue to stir. It is now getting thick and bubbly. So at this point it says to stir for 2 more minutes. So I'll see you in 2 minutes more. We have completed the extra 2 minutes. I'm turning off the heat, and now it says to remove it from the heat, which I am doing. And at this point, we also then add in 1 tablespoon of butter that we melt in. This is so simple, I had no idea. It also says that it is good over pears, or can be used over ice cream, or over a pound cake or something. So this seems like a really versatile sort of a sauce that can be used for dipping or for just augmenting something. And I suppose if one wanted to add the recipe to it, one could, but I promise I won't tell after all. Mama and Grandma used that recipe for some of their secret ingredients in things that they made. So clearly the recipe wasn't as forbidden as everyone seemed to think. All right, that is now melted in, and this is meant to be served warm. So if you take it as a party food, then you would need to arrange before serving it to, I guess, warm it back up. So then you cut apple slices, and I'm just going to do a simple slice here. I've never had this before, so this is a taste test for me too. So dipping and trying not to scald myself as I taste it. It's good. Definitely good. All right, another simple holiday idea. After letting it marinate, I decided that it does need a little more balsamic vinegar, so I am going to add a bit more of that to it. A touch more olive oil. And just a touch more lemon juice. Bit more salt and a bit more pepper. And of course, if there's any other ingredients you'd like more of the taste of, you can always add that as well. All right, taste test. I think that'll do it. That's what I have for you for this special holiday version of In the Kitchen and Behind the Scenes. So this is the Mediterranean lentil salad, which you can take when you're asked to bring some sort of food item to a party, or you can make it, we use it as a side dish at Thanksgiving, at Christmas, anytime. It kind of is very versatile. So I hope you have a chance to try it out. I hope your holidays are wonderful. All the best to you, and I'll be back with more behind the scenes of the Waltons and more Ask Judy. Thanks for watching.